before I get you out here, Alex, we got a game this weekend. The Georgia Bulldogs come to town, and every time South Carolina plays Georgia, the line opened up. You're a 19-point underdog. But you think of last year, you were a 24.5-point underdog, and you somehow found a way to beat the Dogs on the road. Georgia has been a very interesting team, up and down. But besides talking X's and O's, because, again, we all know the challenge it presents, and South Carolina probably going to be starting a true freshman quarterback against the Dogs. So we know it's going to be a challenge. But I more so want to get from your side of things, again, from the player side. You went toe-to-toe with Georgia. You guys beat Georgia in 2007 at their place. We all know how crazy their fans are. And, people say for the Carolina-Clemson game, because this is actually supposed to be rivalry week if the schedule was normal. But people say for that game, throw the records out the window, right? It doesn't matter what the records are. When these two teams meet, anything can happen. That is so true, I feel like, for South Carolina, Georgia. Like, there's so much familiarity between the rosters. You have, South Carolina's always had so many Georgia guys on the roster, and Georgia has their South Carolina guys, and you got guys that played against each other in high school or played with each other. Just talk about your experience in the South Carolina Georgia rivalry. What do you remember most? Because, you obviously played under a head coach that hated the Georgia Bulldogs. He hated them with a fiery passion.
He did not care for them. No. At the end of the day, like, that was always it's the biggest SEC game we play every year. It's awesome to play Florida, Tennessee, those guys, but Georgia, just from a proximity standpoint, was always the best SEC East game, or from a rivalry standpoint, and just like, we really, really, really want to win this one. So, from an experience, I got a funny story on Georgia. So 2006, when we played them at home, we lost 18-0, which was fun. And Spurrier came in Monday, whiteboard's completely clear. We're all sitting in the team meeting room, and he wrote on the board, he wrote like, family of four tickets, concessions, line item number there, and a couple other things underneath it, and totaled it up. And he finished, he turned around, and he was like, "See this number? This is what you guys cost everybody that came to that game that watched you lose 18-0. And so, it's Georgia week, and it's a game you want to win. And, from an experience standpoint, playing between the hedges is awesome. It's a Rockets environment. When we played them at home in 2008, they were ranked number 1, and we ended up losing by a touchdown. That was an awesome environment. It's a fun week, and it's a game you want to win. It's a game we can win. Georgia's been Jekyll and Hyde all year, although it seems as though the new quarterback they inserted is a little bit better. So we'll see. We'll see what happens.
No, yeah, for sure. It's funny story too about 2006. I was at that 18-0 game, and me and my grandfather went to that one. We scalped tickets. We actually paid $180. So just to
statistic on the board.
Yeah, just to put that statistic on the whiteboard. That was $180 and about $20 for Bojangles. So there you go.
Yep.
That's what
cost you $200.
That's what the 2006 Gamecocks cost the Phillips family that night at Williams-Brice. But no, good stuff, man. Well, hey, man, Alex, always a pleasure, man. We'll definitely do it again next week. So, we'll talk soon. Hopefully, maybe after a big Gamecocks upset. You never know. Appreciate it, man.
Just progression, if nothing else.
That's it.
Let's just see some progression.
Excitement with number 4 behind center. You never know.
Kaboom.